Hello students, how are you all? I hope you are fit and fine. Children, this is your general knowledge video class and today we are going to discuss a very interesting topic, that is movies and their directors. So, movies, as you all know, it is very common in people that very interesting and it is only and only the source of entertainment. So children, and behind the scene, behind the scene, what is going on, who is the director of the film, who is the producer of the film, who is making the film, who is the action director, who is music director, that we should know, because movie we are watching on the silver screen, that is looking very beautiful, but after that, or you can say behind that silver screen, you can see hard work. Lots of hard work is there. So children, we are going to discuss today very famous Hollywood directors today. So our topic is directors from Hollywood. So directors from Hollywood. Many of you must have seen many English movies and directed by many great directors. So the role of the director is to direct everything. What are the screenplay, according to the screenplay, according to the plot, the director must select actor and actress, and after that, the selection of the actor and actress just playing a role, a very important role in the film, because of his direction or by his direction, the actor will speak the dialogues, in which emotion he should speak, or in which emotion or surrounding he should speak. That is only and only depend on the director. So you can say that उंगलियों से वो सारा काम चलाते हैं, जिधर वो बोलते हैं cut, तो that is all cut, pack up, so pack up. So director is you can say the सारा जो डोर होती है, सारा जो कहना चाहिए पूरा होल्ड जो एक पिक्चर पे होता है, एक मूवी पर होता है, डायरेक्टर का ही होता है. So children, many movies have gained fame for their superb direction. हॉलीवुड मूवी तो आप अगर देखिए 1 से लेकर पूरा 100 तक, so you can see many movies had already won their prize, है ना, Oscar awards. So why? Because the direction was wonderful, because of their directors. So Hollywood movie, because in that movie you can see drama, emotions, action, everything is there. Okay? Because of the direction. The director is playing an important role in all the movies. So children, here identify the Hollywood movies. Directors use the movie name as clues to identify them correctly. So children, here the clue is given over here and we have to identify that director. Okay, now here children, if we will see movie Jaws, okay, the first movie if we will see, that is Jaws. Okay, this is Jaws and this is directed by Steven Spielberg, very famous director, Steven Spielberg. Now here we will write director. Okay, here we will write director. So the first director is Steven Spielberg. Spielberg. Okay, So this is the director. The movie is Jaw, and the director is Steven Spielberg. Okay. Now our next movie name is, that is The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight. This is not night. Night is not a Raat. This is night like a soldier. Okay. So this is soldier. The Dark Knight. Okay. Now the director of this movie is, that is Christopher Nolan. Okay. Christopher Nolan. This is the director of this movie. Now children, we will see our next movie, number 2. This is number 3, that is Kill Bill. Now children, this movie is very famous, okay, Kill Bill, and many awards the director had already won. So this is, the director is Quentin Tarantino. Quentin Tarantino. So we will write over here, Quentin Tarantino. Okay children, Quentin Tarantino. So children, completed 3 movies we have done, and these are, all 3 movies are very famous, especially this Kill Bill. Okay, Kill Bill is very famous, very many parts has already made. Okay children, so write it down. Now children, we will do our next number 4. Number 4 is, that is movie Titanic. Yes children, Titanic, very famous movie. It is real story. Okay, this is Titanic, and you have, I must think that you have already remembered Jack and this beautiful actress. Okay, now here children, the movie is Titanic. Movie is Titanic, and it was a large ship. Okay, as you all know the story behind this, and this is directed by James Cameron. Okay, directed by James Cameron. Okay, this is directed by James Cameron. Okay, so children, now our fifth movie is New York. Okay, and the director is Martin. The director is, you can say Martin Scorsese. Martin Scorsese. Martin Scorsese. Okay children, so this is the director of New York, and Titanic, as you all know, very famous film. Now children, we are moving to the next, the Godfather saga. 6th number is the Godfather. Okay, and this is directed by, you can see, that is Francis Ford Coppola. Francis Francis Ford Coppola. Okay, Francis Ford Coppola. This is the director of The Godfather. Godfather, as you all know, this is the story of a criminal background, and here the hero is, you can say, picturized just like a great person. So the criminal is narrated over here or picturized like a great human being. And this is the story from his childhood to the old age. So this is Godfather, and many series were also be made on this topic, the Godfather. And the director is Francis Ford Coppola. Now children, our next movie is Eraserhead. Okay, our next movie is Eraserhead, 7 number. Eraserhead, children. Okay, Eraserhead. Okay, children. Now, Eraserhead is written by children David Lynch. Okay, David. Here you can see David Lynch. David Lynch. Okay, Eraserhead. Now our next movie is number 8, that is Star Wars. Number 8 is Star Wars. And this is directed by George Lucas. Okay, George Lucas. This is directed by George Lucas. So children, complete this. Okay, number 8 is completed. Now first number movie is the Jaws, directed by Steven Spielberg. Now the next movie is The Dark Knight, Christopher Nolan. Movie Kill Bill, it is directed by Quentin Tarantino. Now movie is Titanic, it is directed by James Cameron. New York, New York, it is directed by Martin Scorsese. The Godfather is directed by Francis Ford Coppola. Now Eraserhead is directed by David Lynch. And the 8th number is the Star Wars, is directed by George Lucas. So children, complete it. And these are the famous director of Hollywood. Okay. Now children, now we are moving to the chapter number 32. Let's color the canvas. Let's color the canvas, children. So children, let's start doing let's color the canvas. Okay. Let's color the canvas. Okay. Our next chapter is let's color the canvas. So after doing this, we will do our next topic. We are going to discuss about painters and their famous paintings. Let's color the canvas. Let's color the canvas. Let's color the canvas, children. Okay. So this is our next topic. Let's color the canvas. Okay. Now in this topic we will see many great paintings. And as you all know, children, we have seen The Last Supper, The Haven, and we have already seen Mona Lisa's painting. Okay, so these paintings are very famous those days and nowadays also, because these are the world famous painting. Today we are going to discuss about the paintings and their painters. So now here the first painting, and you have to write down the painters also. So we will write paintings and painters. Okay? Okay, children, paintings and their creative work. The Walk to Emmaus. The Walk to Emmaus. Very famous painting, and this is painted by Lelio Orsi. Lelio Orsi. Now children, Lelio Orsi. Orsi. Children, The Walk to Emmaus. Lelio Orsi. Now this is the first painting, which is very, very famous painting. Now the Last Supper. In each and every Christian home, you can see this Last Supper. This is the symbol of love of Jesus Christ. And here he had done the Last Supper with his disciples. The disciples, as you all know, there were 12 disciples of Jesus Christ. One was betrayed, that is Judah. So this beautiful painting that was really showing that situation, because the God Jesus Christ was in very much tension because all the sins of the world on his head. So he wanted to he wanted to share his love and his peace, and this is the symbol of the crucifixion also, because that cup, that was the covenant of love, that is, he just symbolized just like his blood, and the bread he torn that time, that the symbol that about his body, because after this supper the crucifixion was done. And as you all know, crucifixion is the most painful and dangerous punishment. That punishment, Jesus Christ really he was troubled, and he was कोड़े मारे गए उनको, और उनको बुरी तरह से पीटा गया, और फिर उनकी पूरी इतना ज़्यादा उनको कोड़ा मारा गया कि उनकी पूरी खाल जो थी, जो स्किन थी, वो निकल गई, and he was bleeded that time. And because the symbol of that bread, that is his body, it means he torn the bread, it means that इसका मतलब ये है कि वो उनकी बॉडी को तोड़ा जाएगा मतलब कि मारा जाएगा, पीटा जाएगा, कुचला जाएगा. Everything was done before crucifixion. And the crucifixion was also a very dangerous punishment that was already you can say, the Jesus Christ was appointed for that. So that is also was there. But before that, it was a really, you can say, the painful journey he suffered. So that is why the blood and the bread is the body of the Jesus Christ. It is the symbol of Jesus Christ. That is why we are, like a Christians people, they are worshipping this. And they are taking this Last Supper just like their rituals. So children, this is the only and only symbol. Okay, but this is the beautiful painting which is painted by, that is Leonardo Da Vinci. Okay, so the second painting is the Last Supper. The Last Supper. Okay, the Last Supper. That is a painting, and it was done by Leonardo Da Vinci. Okay, Leonardo Da Vinci, very famous painter. Okay, so this is Leonardo Da Vinci. Okay, Leonardo Da Vinci. Okay, now children, we are moving to the third one, the hay van. The hay van. The Hay van. The hay van. And this is the beautiful painting, as you can see in your book also. Beautiful painting, the van, and it is painted by John Constable. John Constable, okay? John Constable. John Constable, okay? This is third one. Now the fourth painting is Madonna of Chancellor Rallin. Madonna of Chancellor Rallin. Now here, this is also a beautiful painting. Okay, children? So let's see this painting and let's discuss about Madonna of, that is Madonna. Okay? Madonna of Chancellor Rallin. And this is beautiful painting painted by Jan van Eyck. That is Jan van Eyck. Okay, Jan van Eyck. Now number 5 is, here you can see number 5. Okay, number 5 is beautiful painting, that is Sunflower. And it is painted by Vincent van Gogh. Vincent van Gogh. Okay, Vincent van Gogh. This is fifth number painting, that is Sunflower. Okay, so children, complete it. Now after that we will do our next. Okay, now children, complete it. Now we are going to do our next painting. We will write the painters also. Now 5th number we have done. Now this is 6th number. That is, children, the child's bath. The child's bath. Okay, and this painting is painted by Mary Cassette. Children. Mary Cassette. Okay, in this painting, the mother and the baby is shown, and here you can see the mother is cleaning the baby, and the baby is in her lap. So the child's bath, it is painted by Mary Cassette. Okay, children. Now we are moving to the next one, the weeping woman. 7 is the weeping woman. Okay, the weeping woman is, you can say, painted by, that is 7 number, that is Pablo Picasso. Pablo Picasso, very famous painter, children. Okay, Picasso, very famous painter, that is Pablo Picasso. Okay, so completed, children. 7 number we have done. Now the flute concert. 8 number is the flute concert. The flute concert, that is painted by Adolf Menzel. Menzel. Adolf Menzel, children. Adolf Menzel. Okay. So this is the flute concert that is painted by Adolf Menzel. Now our last painting, if we will see, that is the School of Athens. The 9 number is the School of Athens. The School of Athens, it is painted by children, that is painted by Raphael. Painted by Raphael. Okay? It is painted by Raphael. Raphael. It is painted by Raphael. So children, we have discussed about today, we have discussed about great movies and their directors, and we have discussed about great paintings and their painters. So children, we have done today 2 chapters, and these chapters are based on the beautiful work of the directors and the painters. So children, in our next video we will see more chapters, okay? But we have to learn these painting names and their painters. Now here the Child's Bath is the Mary Cassette, the Weeping Woman, Pablo Picasso, the Flute Concert, Adolf Menzel, and the School of Athens, it is painted by Raphael. Okay, and we have already done few, the Walk to Emmaus, that was painted by the Lelio Orsi. Now the Last Supper, as you all know, Leonardo Da Vinci. And the Hay Van. The Hay Van, it is painted by children, very famous painter, that is John Constable. Now for the 4th number, Madonna of the Chancellerin, that is Jan van Eyck. So children, I hope you have completed. Please learn all these famous paintings and their painters. And we have already discussed about famous Hollywood movies and their directors that you just also learned. So children, we will meet again with new chapter. Till then, bye-bye and take care of yourself.